What is an operating system? Oh my goodness, look at writing. Just so y'all know, I get the same feeling that you all get when you have to write things. You know it in your head, right? But you have to write it on paper. It's just like, could I not, just translate? Yeah, okay, cool, I'll write it. An operating system. First of all, the thing that I want to mention about the operating system, it is system software. It is system software that controls the hardware of the computer and provides an interface for the software to access the hardware and perform tasks that the user inputs. Something so. User inputs stuff and the CPU performs tasks by interfacing the software and the hardware. Yeah, I'll just take that. We'll take that and run with it. Again, there's more lines, but I probably write small. So chances are it's late in the night and you're watching this past paper video hoping that you get the answers to the past paper that you've been looking for all this time, and you're happy that it actually exists on YouTube. Well, don't leave it up to the YouTube algorithm to show you the rest of answers. I have an app that's called Learn It by makeITsimpleTT, and it has all the past paper answers in chronological order for the past 10 years, maybe 12, depending on the time that you're watching this video. It might have a lot more. The app is called Learn It. Go find it, download it. Link will be in the description. And if you want to see the PDF with the actual Crapplefoot handwriting that I have with the answers, so you could actually scroll through the PDF and look at the answers as it was written instead of watching the video, hey, you could do that too. Download the app now. Alright, back to the answers. Describe process management function of operating systems. Okay, describe the process management function of our operating system. For 2 marks? The only thing I can think of right now is ready and blocked and okay. A process is created and put into the ready state when the CPU has finished processing it. It is destroyed. If, however, the process is not complete, it goes back into the ready queue. If it is waiting on a resource, it goes to block. Yeah, I don't know what I mean. Describe the process management function of our operating system. So I just show everything I know about process management inside there. Somewhere it probably has the marks that they're looking for. I don't know what the answer sheets for this will have. Hopefully, I don't know. I know somebody who marks and they'll be able to tell me what they were looking for. State 3 differences between batch processing operating system and multiprocessing operating system. 3 differences. Okay. Difference number 1. Batch must run the process from start to finish. While multiprocessing does not, I guess. 2, batch can only do one program at a time while multiprocessing can do multiple. That's a real shady answer. But we'll take it. We will take it. 3. What's the third one, boy? I don't know. Larger programs can hold back smaller programs, smaller ones in batch processing. But multiprocessing uses timeshare. Round robin. Yeah, you realize I was skating there for that third one? So let me just, give an example. Just to like kind of show the examiner, okay, I do know what I'm talking about. I kinda studied this. Yeah. Part C, describe the process involved. As I say, storage gets fragmented for multiprocessing. Yeah, we put out fragmented storage. Yes, that's true because they will put the things in different parts of memory. Yeah. Alright, that was one you could put in. Alright, describe the process involved in there's a question that my students was like, sir, what kind of question is that? Describe the process involved in hypertext transfer protocol when a user uses a web page using a web browser. 4 marks. They were like, 4 marks, sir. 4 marks. And you notice the 4 marks, they give you like these lines here. They're like, alright, cool. Got the process involved. Okay. The client sends a request via HTTP to the server. The server checks to see if the resource is available. If the resource is available, it sends it back to the client in the form of HTML that is rendered on the web browser. Yeah. So a question like this, where you have to write a lot, they give you a little bit of lines, and it's 4 marks. Now, for a 4-mark question, you usually have to explain a lot of stuff. But for some reason, they didn't give you enough space. But I think I have the most important things there. Client sends a request via HTTP to the server. The server checks to see if the resource is available. If the resource is available, it sends it back to the client in the form of HTML because they clearly said a web page and a web browser. The HTML is then rendered on the web browser, and you see it. Those will be the 4 points that matter. Request, HTTP, sends it via HTML, rendered on the web browser. You're welcome. An e-commerce site can be accessed via the following URLs: HTTP, which URL is preferred by the online shopper? Justify your answer. I fed up talk about the amount of lines I just give you for certain questions, right? This one, they wanted to justify answer of which URL is preferred. You're basically going to tell them you want the HTTPS because HTTPS stands for HTTPS secure. It uses secure socket layer. Full stop. Why do I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? 13 lines to explain something for 3 marks. But you think that is for 4 marks, you give me a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times. I don't know. I bite my nails for this because I can't say. I can't say. Anyhow, they would prefer HTTPS because it uses SSL, secure socket layer encryption. This would protect their credit card information. Yeah. When being transferred, when it is transferred from location, from client to server. I don't know, I just throw in words. Yeah, let's leave that there. Alright, cool. Woo! This question, yeah. Robert uses the desktop computer at home, which is connected directly to his modem or router. The modem or router is physically connected to his internet service provider, which is a tablet and a smartphone, and connected with devices to the internet as well. Draw a fully labeled diagram to show how these devices can be connected from a simple network. Alright, 4 marks. You need to have an ISP, which is an internet service provider. Internet service provider sends the information to the modem, because from the modem now you have to send it to a router. Oh, sorry, the modem / router is physically connected to the internet service provider, which is a tablet and a smartphone. I'm not playing, I'll just put it like the router connected devices. Okay, so this router now will need to have an access point. Wireless access point. And the wireless access point will have some kind of beamy lines like that. And they have a tablet and a smartphone. Enable a tablet, smartphone. Well, they didn't tell you anything else about a computer and stuff being there, so if you want, you could, like, you could go wild and put like a PC. Just for good measure. But you get them 4 marks already. ISP, modem, router, access point, and any wireless devices. Cool. If you want to be cute, you could be like, I know that these are radio waves. Radio waves. Yeah, we'll take that too. Alright, differentiate between a primary key and a foreign key in database design. Okay, a primary key. Somebody answer that person in chat there. A primary key is a unique value in a table that identifies only one record, while a foreign key is a field in another table that holds similar data. I'm struggling with words here. Holds similar data using the same data type. I'll put a foreign key is a related field. A related field in another table that holds the similar data using the same data type. I think so, yeah. And this is the one that hurt a lot of people, the SQL question. I personally not too sure why they decided to put SQL in Computer Science Unit 2 Module 3. I really not too sure if I get the logic, because there is SQL in IT already, and IT actually does databases, and SQL fits a lot more databases. But they put SQL in the syllabus now, and I don't know, there's so much other things with networking and operating systems that I could ask. A lot more things like drivers and, you know, different types of network devices and all those different things. But to throw SQL inside Module 3, it's still not adding up to me. Maths not mathsing, but my opinions don't count. Don't matter. Write an SQL query to display the names and addresses of all employees. Alright, so we want to get the names and addresses of all employees. Select employee. All we need is the name and address. First name, last name, address. Alright, so just select employee. No, select. That's the name of the table, sorry. Select first name, last name, and address from employee. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, did I say all employees? Select first name, last name, address for employee. Yeah, don't have any where. Doesn't have any let's call this thing. Doesn't have any where clause to filter it out. Write a SQL to display the first name, last name, and salary of all employees in the engineering department. There's a 7 marks here. That means they want you to do the inner join. So let's get this inner join thing out of the way one time. So you want to select first name, last name, salary of all employees, but salary is not a part of the first table. Oh no, it is. Oh, wait. Select first name, last name, and salary of all employees from the engineering department. So you need to figure out which department they're in. So you're going to have to get the department code. Most likely the department code will be, I don't know how you're gonna know if they're in the engineering department unless the department code actually has engineering inside of it. So I'll just assume that the department code is engineering, right? We hope so. But you realize that the employee ID is where the relationship takes place here. So the employee ID directly relates here. So that means you have to join the two tables and you have to do the inner join, right? Now the inner join is relatively new. They don't do this in IT. But it's kind of not that hard to understand. So I'll write it right here and then I'll just pull it down after. Alright, select first name, last name, salary, and yeah. You see, if you use job title, you're going to have to put the job title as an engineer, but your job title could be all kind of things, you know. The department code will clearly say if it's engineering. I'll be tossed up. I think they will accept both. I think they will assume that okay, they didn't give enough information, because if you want to get people from the engineering department, you have to kind of clearly say that their job title will say engineering. But if somebody's job title doesn't necessarily mean, it could be engineer 1, it could be engineer 2, it could be junior engineer, it could be senior engineer, it could be all kind of thing. The department code definitely won't have engineer. It will have like Eng 101 or something like that. So I'm not gonna fight it too much, right? But you decide. Alright, so you're selecting first name, last name, salary, and I'll put job title. Right, job title. And now you have to put any from. Now you're taking this from the table called employee, yeah. From employee, but you have to join it to the next table on the and state the primary key that you put in. So the whole concept is from employee, and then you put in inner join. That now says, okay, take the employee table and join it to the, what's the other table? The department table. And I know for a fact real students didn't do this, because when I did the poll on Instagram, everybody was like, nah, that SQL, I didn't know you had to do an inner join. And I was like, what? Inner join? Yeah, this was in the specimen paper. Right. So now you have the inner join on the department, and now you have to say what you're joining on. So you say inner join on, and then the field that you want to join it by, which will be the name of the table, employee dot employee EMPID, and then the this is the primary key here, and then you're gonna join it with the foreign key, which will be department dot employee ID. Alright, that's what I have there. Yeah, I put emp ID, it's supposed to be employee ID, my bad. So once you do that, now you have joined the two tables, and when you join the two tables, your next job is to put in the where. So we want to do where job title equals engineer, semicolon. I think I ought to put this in single quotes because it's a word. It's letters, basically. Single quotes or double quotes. But I doubt they'll beat you up for that, because what they're really checking for this whole 7 marks is, can you do the select, from, inner join, on the two variables on that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, this what the 7 marks will be. So that's the query there. This query is not for the faint-hearted, especially for a brand new thing on the syllabus, and teachers didn't know exactly how much to teach, because the syllabus does say inner joiner. But when you teach a simple inner join, it kind of looks something like this. But you could go a lot deeper with the types of joins and all that kind of thing. But yeah. Alright, that takes us to the end of the paper. Yeah. So we finished there. So all in all, it was not, I don't think this paper was hard or bad or anything like that. This year, I think they did pretty normal. The only thing is our last question there was separate the sheep from the goat, but everything else, I don't see any issues. Shouldn't have been a painful experience for children who know their work. The only painful experience is that last question with the inner join, because you probably wouldn't have gotten too much practice with it. That's the thing. You could practice all the past papers you wanted, as you never see that SQL question because it's totally new on the syllabus. So I feel the 7 marks here mash up some people. But those are my answers, and I hope that they helped you.